Hey, 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 YouTube. Here it is, Patrick Stump. Here today I'm going to show you the, this is a 1959 hand-wired super lead. This just happens to be a 2017, purchased it used, $1,999, you know, and change. New, you can get them for about I think $2,999 and change. Or you can get the 50-watt version of the same thing. They call it a 1987 XL 50-watt. And I've seen those on there used for, this is Guitar Center prices, $1,399 and change. I did happen to see one of these that was used also, that was what, $24.99. This is the, again, this is the 2017. It still comes with the EL, you know, 4 EL34s, and then you got the ECC 83 preamp tubes, 100 watts, 2-channel, you know, they call it a 2x2, so you got two on channel 1, 2 on channel 2, and then also, you know, a lot of people will, you know, jack it in from channel 1 to channel 2. And we'll probably do that later on in the interview. But I just wanted to kind of, you know, present this. So as far as the controls on this thing, you've got, here's the volume for, here's volume on channel 2, channel 1. You got treble, mid, bass, and presence. I currently have got it set for what I do. I usually will dial the mid down to almost, you know, almost 0. Sometimes I'll run it up to maybe 1 or 2. But basically I've got the treble on 6, bass on 4, and presence around 6, and all that. Turn this thing back on, let her warm up a little bit, and we'll try it again. Okay, so let's give this thing a whirl and see what it sounds like. That's always the best part. Just as a rumor, what I heard is if you play one of these things too close to like a, you know, herd of cattle or whatever, it'll make all the you know, the cows sterile. You know, that's what I've heard of it. You know, maybe not, but you know, don't take the risk, I guess. Okay, just joking. So you know, let's try some more tone out of this thing. I've got the treble at 4, volume 1 at you know, 5, mid I went ahead and turned up to 4, bass still at 5, and presence. So let's turn down the presence just a little bit. definitely breaks up nice. The harder you drive those tubes, the more they like it, I guess. You know, what can I say? It is what it is. Hey, how we doing? So, this is the back of the amplifier. The chicken head knob right here is a master volume. That was installed by me. It was like, I think like $16 for the kit, and I'll put more links and more information about that. I guess as a disclaimer, what I would tell you is, you know, if you're even with them in the opposition, they have an incredible amount of stored electricity in the capacitors and stuff like that. And if you don't have, you know, if you don't feel comfortable or you really don't know what you're doing in the back of one of these amplifiers, don't go in it yourself. I think the capacitors pack, you know, they can store up to about 550 some volts. You know, it takes what, 40 volts or less than a quarter amps to start up your heart. So again, if you don't feel comfortable, if you don't know what you're doing, don't, like I said, don't mess around with this and all that. But for me, this was the, you know, this was kind of the alternative. So let's crank this thing up and see what she do. How's that? Pretty impressive. Now, just a rumor, but I heard that the military has been using one of these to go ahead and melt steel. Now, that's just a rumor. So, this is Patrick Stump, like again, reviewing the 1959 hand-wired Super Lead. And if you get a chance, go play one. It's well worth your time, and I think you're going to like it. For YouTube, this is Patrick Stump out. Oh, one more thing. If you like this video, make sure you press the like button, and if you really like it, make sure you subscribe. Probably next, we'll probably do the Crate Blue Voodoo. Again, I'm highly impressed with that amplifier also, but that's a different story. So, later.